Hi everybody, I hope you're doing well, and I also hope if you're not, you'll let us know. These are interesting times we live in. And so, as I often do, I go looking for poetry to help me make sense of this. And I found one by Pablo Neruda, who was a Nobel Prize winning poet and politician from Chile. This is called Keeping Quiet. Now, we will count to 12, and we will all keep still. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak any language. Let's stop for a second and not move our arms too much. It would be an exotic moment without rush, without engines. We would all be together in sudden strangeness. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm the whales, and the man gathering salt would not hurt his hands. Those who prepare green wars, wars with gas, wars with fire, victories with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade, doing nothing. What I want should not be confused with total inactivity. Life is what it is about. If we were not so single-minded about keeping our lives moving and for once could do nothing, perhaps a huge silence might interrupt this sadness of never understanding ourselves and of threatening ourselves with death. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems to be dead in winter and later proves to be alive. Now, I'll count to 12, and you keep quiet, and I will go. I think right now we're in this place where we're struggling to keep busy because it's really scary to think about so many things. If you have children at home, you have a different kind of needing to stay busy, and I'm praying for you. If we stop and think about what this pandemic is doing and is about to do this week, it can be really scary. So we're all trying to keep ourselves busy. I know I'm spending way too much time on Facebook, ignoring most of the stuff that's posted, but I'm feeling connected with my friends. I think we're all reaching out a lot in that way. And I'm doing things like watercolor. Today, I'm going to start making masks out of this beautiful French cotton fabric that, since I've been carrying it around since 2003, and I've been telling myself I was going to do something good with it, now apparently I am. And then I have the Westie fabric. Wouldn't it be great if I could make a mask so somebody looked like a Westie? I don't think the folds will work that way, but it's a fun thought. And it's good to do things, to keep ourselves busy. But it's also really good and helpful and nourishing to calm down and quiet. How else can you hear the still small voice of God if you drown it out with noise and busyness? It seems to be a really hard and scary thing. Maybe we are afraid that we don't like what we'll find in ourselves when we quiet down. Our inner critic just runs amok. But what if, as you entered into the silence, you did so in full confidence that you are loved by God, that God is here, that we are not left alone, and that you might learn some surprising new things. You might be challenged in a new way. You might discover a little bit of spiritual work you still have yet to do, and now have the time and the strength to do it. If we enter into the silence in full expectation that God does have something to say to us. Maybe this is a good way to end this. This is from hymn number 679 in our hymnal. Surely it is God who saves me. Trusting him, I shall not fear. For the Lord defends and shields me, and his saving help is near. So rejoice as you draw water from salvation's living spring. In the day of your deliverance, thank the Lord, his mercy sing. And now I will count to 12, and you will keep silent, and then I will go.